Hello, guys.
No, I did not make sure it worked.
Well, that's unkind.
I it was one of them is the one.
Okay. They want me to do a blindfold challenge, and they didn't check my glue bottle in advance. That's cruel, really, right there.
That's just mean.
Well, we would have realized it.
No, we would have laughed.
Yeah, you would have laughed. That is true.
He would have laughed.
Thank you. That is true.
Well, this one is not going to get the job done. It is not flowing cleanly. So let me
One
get
of
a
them
different
was the
one.
one sitting in your pile.
Oh, it could have been.
Here you go.
Oh, I wonder if it was.
I can keep working on it.
Okay.
Well, you say hello and.
I did say hello, but I didn't say hello to everybody individually. Yeah, you can have this one.
Does it work?
Do you not like how it works?
Yeah, it's really slow.
that See, I trusted you. Look at
You
the friendship we have here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, this is no great shakes either, Margie.
It runs.
Yeah. We're giving each other slow glue bottles to.
Oh, I thought that one was nice and quick.
Hello, ladies. Hi, Roberta. Hi, Annette. Hi, Kathy Girl. Betty Goswell. Good to see you guys. We're going to start out today with the blindfold challenge. The very first thing they did to us, I want you to know, is they gave us glue bottles that didn't work.
Technically, I just did not check them. It's your fault. You had glue bottles that did not work in your own stash.
All right. Hello, Brenda. Okay, so I got to figure out how I'm going to get this on and cover my eyes with it. Oh, yeah, I could do it.
Glasses.
There we go. That's fine. That'll work. Huh? I can't see anything, so I guess that's good. Oh, dear. What if I let you guys get me into? We didn't hear anything yet. A good one. A good one. Oh, yeah, they must have heard us now. You guys can hear us okay now, right? Debbie and Margie, I see kids are up to their tricks. Yes, they are.
I think that's us.
I think
with the glue, maybe.
I think those guys are up to tricks. Those two, Brittany and Bryce, who are both over there just grinning and so happy.
And note, Bryce stayed to do a recording.
This was Kathy's
idea. Kathy, they're trying to push it off on you, friend. Okay, so where do we start here? Do we get any explanation, or we just have to?
What is the criteria?
Yes. How do we know when we won? How do I know when I won?
I think your customers can vote on which card they work better. They're very similar products.
Well, we could set just a timer and say what you get done in X number of minutes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then let them vote.
Okay, so you guys
So
get
if
to
I
vote.
pull it all out and lay it out here and I say, okay, wait for the timer to go out, I'm done first? Is that how that works?
You have to do something.
At the end of the timer, you have to have a card produced card would be the...
Okay. And I assume everything's pre-cut so I don't cut my hands off.
No, there's scissors in here.
I didn't think it through all the way.
So the question is how much time do you need? 5 minutes or 10 minutes?
Well, with scissors.
You better give us 10 minutes.
10
What do you,
minutes.
yeah, I think we need 10 minutes.
Don't cut yourself.
We don't even get to use a trimmer as scissors.
I didn't want a trimmer. I would have my hand in the wrong place and it would go right over my hand.
Would you rather use a trimmer?
Well, I would always rather use a trimmer. However, whatever Margie does, I need to do. So scissors is fine.
Scissors is fine.
Okay, so do we have any knowledge at all? I mean, do you have
We don't even remember who we
Oh, good.
There's
And now that,
make a card.
Uh-huh.
there's all of
Get the
extras.
Band-Aids ready.
Get the Band-Aids ready. Are the paramedics on standby?
No.
Kitty scissors, Annette recommends.
Yeah, that would have been a
Okay.
good idea.
So, all right.
So
We're
pretty
making a
much put the
card, but
mask
that's
on.
it.
That's all you get to know. It's a
All
card.
right. Put the masks on. You get to tell us when it's time to go, but I got to get my mask on under all this hair. So bear with me. Hair, I like that. That's good.
No.
No.
She's cheating again.
I took off my glasses so that there could be no possibility of peeking out around the corners.
There's no, I'm not going to cheat. I don't have to.
Oh, whoa, people.
Okay, so where'd my
Okay.
glue bottle go? There's my glue bottle.
All right.
This could be
And what
funny.
else was out there? There was glue bottle and something
And
else.
just take.
Oh, tape. Okay. Oh,
On
great.
your mark, get set, go.
All right. Scissors. Ribbon. Oh, good grief. What is that?
You actually want an answer, you're going to figure it out.
I guess I'm going to figure it out.
Okay.
But how to open it's interesting. Of course, I do have scissors.
Oh.
Oh, this is a topper.
Okay, so here we have our 5x7 cardstock. Look at that already. Okay,
Yeah, there's some. Okay. All right.
okay. Do you have to use all the elements?
Nope.
Okay.
Huh.
You can use whatever you want to.
Is there foam tape in here? Oh, I do have a foam maker. Oh, there's foam strips.
Apparently, this is the hardest part to open.
Yes,
You
it
got
is.
it open though. She used scissors, so you're doing better than her so far.
Okay,
Don't say that
let's
too
put
loudly, or else she'll just start running away with the spoon. Okay, that's over there. Double check the envelope.
Oh, that feels promising.
You can just quit over there, Bryce. Thank you very much. I'll forget what's up and what's down. And what's...
I just lost a piece. But that's not.
Their kits are very similar. It has all of the same things. I'm sure they figured out it's a Hardy Craft 3D topper, so those are a little bit different. Because we just picked two out of the same
Did
one.
you really give me rhinestones in a little bag?
Yep.
We put them in a bag. You're welcome.
They could have just dumped out and rolled away.
I've lost a piece. Oh, wait. Uh-oh, that's bigger than the one I just put down. Oh, dear. Oh, wait, that's the very bottom one. Oh, okay.
Now here's the hard part.
That actually doesn't feel bad. I'm going with that. This is no different than normal. I can't find my foam squares. Oh, no, that's stickers. That's foam squares.
I would say that's faster than normal for you.
Oh! Boom, bah.
All I can say, guys, is I must really love you to let you subject me to this. All of you, Kathy girl, crafty friends, Bryce and Brittany.
What about me?
You're in it with me. You must really love them too to let them subject you to it. Okay, let's see. I thought I had this lined up a second ago. I don't know if I do. Okay. I have a topper together. I have no idea what it is or whether it's in the right order. But there's mirror board. There is a card under there. Okay, cool. All right, where's the tape? Tape. Just got that really crooked. That'll do.
Notice if this has print on it or not.
Mary R is telling Margie to be careful.
You don't like my scissor cutting?
I think you're doing awesome.
And that's saying Margie's ahead, but Debbie's close in.
No, Margie's ahead of me.
You guys started with two different things. I think she took that as a challenge.
Zoom, zoom.
Where did my paper? There it is.
Okay.
I really love you, Debbie. It's really love for all of you, including you, Debbie.
Okay, that's my leftover mirror.
To get me on a camera at all is one thing, but me doing this is just totally another.
Okay, there's my topper.
Okay, folks, this could be totally upside down.
Hmm.
I think it's just shimmer paper, but I could be wrong.
Give me a comb with no numbers.
Oh shoot. That was not on purpose. I did not know at that point they had no numbers.
Oh,
Okay, there's the center one. Okay. 1, 2.
Are you gonna figure it out?
Of course, I'm going to figure it
Okay.
out. How much time do we have left?
Mary R says ladies are doing great. Timer is 2.5 minutes
Left?
left.
oh, holy moly. Okay. It already takes me so long to make one all on my own. Okay.
Hi, Susan. That must be you, because you've got me here trying to tie bows blindfolded.
We technically said you don't have to use all of the elements.
Who possibly knows which direction these go? It's a guess.
Oops.
Kathy's
Shush,
voting to give
Bryce.
you guys each 5 more minutes.
Did you give us 10 or 15?
10.
Well, that would have been good to know when I started this out. Okay. I forgot to ask.
There was discussion.
I know, but it was 10, 15.
I thought it was 5 or 10.
Oh,
I
you
wanted
had
to
it
give
at
you
5 or
five.
10.
So, do we want to have an extra 5 minutes?
Nah,
Totally
let's just
up
go
to
with
you.
it.
Huh?
Let's just go with it. Let's go with our
Just
original
end at
time
10.
frame.
Okay, you're down to 50 seconds.
Oh, you're kidding. Okay.
Mm.
Are you going to give them 5 more minutes?
Nope.
Nope, they want to end.
They're ready to be done.
They want to be out of here.
I would take more time, but then I could actually take time.
Is there any glue on my? Yes, there is. There is glue on my topper. Okay.
Oh, I just did it backwards. Oh dear. Okay. Well, there it goes now.
Time's up.
Well, that's actually not half bad, really, guys. Really.
I was quite aware of the fact that I was putting it on upside down, but my tape was on the upside down part.
That's
Ooh,
not
I was
really
right.
half
Sugar
bad.
paper.
My bow wasn't half bad either, really. I mean, come on, that's not bad blindfolded.
I was right here,
So.
but I put the tape on the wrong side. So it only goes this way now.
I skipped this because I knew I'd never be able to measure that, but this isn't half bad, really. I don't think it is.
All right, guys.
I should have voted for more time because it actually
Thanks
was.
for the entertainment. You guys did great job, super fun.
Okay, so who won?
Oh, well, duh, the person that didn't put the topper on upside down. Problem was, I knew it as soon as I went to go put it on, and I could do nothing.
It's a
about
draw.
It.
It's a draw.
It is a bad thing. Sorry, I left you a mess, Susan. I just kept checking on my garbage your direction. Okay. Good.
That actually was sort of fun, really. Although it's crazy. It was crazy. I actually felt very confident in covering the card. That was the only part I felt really confident about. But I felt like I could do a good job covering the card blindfolded. But knowing what the topper was, and you know, my flower's not bad, really, given the fact that I had no idea what the topper was. That's not a bad flower.
Mine's opposite.
I just now got glue all over the place. It actually looked pretty good till I just rubbed my finger across it.
Okie dokie, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Have lots of fun. I'm going home.
You can't leave yet.
Remember that idea of how to get me to quit is Friday and party on the same week?
Next time. Kathy's saying next time. Oh dear. Well, I did get glue all over. I'm really not disappointed. I'm pretty happy. Except I got glue everywhere. Because you couldn't see how much glue I was putting on. Not bad. All right. Well, let me clean this up. And oh, there was a thank you sticker on there.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was trying to get out last. Get that sticker on there, but I just didn't.
Well, I felt these. I thought these were borders, and I was considering going for that.
Future reference, we need a time call out at certain We are not 2 minutes before we're done.
Okay.
So if we give you a time call out, you do it again? Because I can call out every minute.
They're having way too much fun with this, guys. Way too much fun. That actually was pretty fun. Crazy. Pretty fun, a little crazy. Okay. I think I'll put my pretty flower on mirror board in Emma's box. Next time Bryce and Britt make the cards. Oh, I do like that. I do like that idea. Use scissors. Okay, let's see what we got here today.
Yes, this is the thing that you were very impressive, though. I liked how you measured it. I was trying hard.
I didn't even try the paper topper. I knew I couldn't possibly.
To line it up, and it got on there, and now it's stuck.
All righty. So let's take a look at what we're going to make today unblindfolded, shall we?
I don't know. Maybe you should do the rest of this blindfolded.
Oh, I don't think so. Can you imagine this card blindfolded?
And
That
she
would be a
wanted
problem.
Foam shaker tape. Did you hear that, guys? Instead of foam squares.
Did I ask for shaker tape?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just looking for my squares. Okay, so we're going to make this, and this is called the Outward Dimension Easel. It's actually kind of a center step card with an easel bottom on it. So we're going to make that. We're going to make this easel card, which I don't think Britt even knew was an easel card. Did you know this was an easel card? Oh, okay.
That's why you have a white card.
Ah, okay. So we're going to make this easel card. And we're going to make, oh, he's still hiding in the box.
Now, Sharma's trying to say, next time, one hand tied behind your back.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
That's just going a little far out. Personally,
Okay.
I think that we should hang them on the wall for all to see and have a class.
All right, and we're going to do this. Merry Christmas to you, EWE. Let's take a look at what's in our kit. In this one, we get the toppers, which are these beautiful piece of cardstock with a cute little lammy in the corner. We get this pretty foiled piece. I love the foiling on this. Totally love it. And we get this two topper sheet with two very large lammy toppers on it. We are going to have a little bit. How come I feel so off center? Can you move the camera to our more normal position, please? And we have our card blanks. Oh, that's much better. And up just a little. Just a little. There we go. Much better. Thank you. Okay. So we have a 6x6 card. We have a European A6. We have our Outward Dimension card. We have two pieces of cardstock. We have 3 envelopes. And we have 2 pieces of mirror board. Let's go ahead and start. I think we'll start with the easy one as usual. Let's start with this little guy in the corner. He doesn't require any extra steps. He's just cute. So let's get the corner piece out. Let's see how these lay out on our card so I know how to cut them. This is going to go here. And then I think both of these actually are coming out of this other one. This is coming from right here. And then these pieces are all coming from over here. Now that doesn't look like enough room, does it? But bear in mind that in this piece here, we're only using these borders, these 3 borders, and then just a little bit of black cardstock behind here. Okay, so this one's coming from here, this one's coming from here. We're going to have a whole bunch of blue cardstock left. And let's get our European A6. Can't see the cardstock at all. Okay, because my camera's still, I'm still off. Yeah, I'm still off. We got to come.
I'm now putting it back to where I just had it. Is that
well, no. It's not in its regular spot yet. I don't know. I always have trouble finding the camera, but this is worse than normal. Okay, there we go.
Well, I think part of
There we
your
go.
feeling is because you don't have your machines and
That's
stuff
true.
right next to you, so it may need more of that because the camera's
I
right
am going
back
to need
where
my
I had it.
machine, so I am going to need my.
This one?
No, that one.
Okay, I grabbed the
Thank
wrong
you.
one. Sorry.
That's okay. Thank you. Okay, here we go. I'm going to cover this one
Don't catch your hand.
with some tape. All right, there we go. Which we could do what, 2 of what, Brenda?
Another one, please.
Wish we could do 2 what? 2 blindfold challenges? Or 2 something else. All right. There we go. I'm going to put my mirror board down on my card. I get these scissors that I can now see and trim around the outside. I think I did a better job of placing it blindfolded. That was actually pretty fun, Brittany. You weren't as mean to us as you could have been. Although numbers on the comb would have been really nice.
I just assumed they all did, and I was the only comb I could find 2 of.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Because my card is 4 1/4 by 5 7/8, I'm going to trim my cardstock to.
I will say your husband wanted to put way more stuff in there.
My husband's cruel. Okay, I'm going to cut my cardstock to 3 5/8. It doesn't look wide enough. That's because it's not. What did I do wrong? Huh. Is this not a European A6? That's 4 1/4. Oh, yeah, that's what I did wrong. Okay, I'm going to have a little patch on mine. I'm going to cut this to 3 7/8, not 3 5/8. 3 7/8. See, you let me see it, and I still don't do any better. I'm going to tape this back together because I trimmed it 3 7/8. I'm going to push these two sides back together and try and pull off a decent repair there, and it's not bad. No pun intended. No, not bad.
Oh, now the pun was intended. Oh.
But it should be 5 5/8 long. 3 7/8 by 5 5/8 long. Okay, where's my card? There it is. All right. Yeah, that's going to look okay. A little bit of a line there, but only you, me, and 300 of our closest friends will know. Danielle, you think so? I think I'm going to alter my design just a little bit to cover up my boo-boo. I'm going to make myself a little piece of tape here that I can run along the top of my
piece of tape or a big enough piece of paper to fix my boo-boo.
That was still fun, Archie. Thanks for being a good sport. Okay. Yeah, I didn't glue that down yet. I'm just taking a little piece of my ribbon to cover my seam up there. No, you won't find anybody this crazy anywhere but here.
I don't know that you want to lay claim to that.
Oh, I don't have to lay claim to it. It's a well-known fact.
Now we just sound like a furniture store.
It's crazy around here. We're getting rid of beds left and right.
That audio place. The crazy audio man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put this little piece of ribbon across the top there to cover my boo-boo. And nobody but those of us here are going to know
Unless you watch it later.
I did that. That'll work. Now I'm going to punch out this Merry Christmas to You, EWE. And I think I might put my bow over the top just to kind of further disguise my boo-boo. That's absolutely true. Thank you, Kathy Girl. It is a true sentiment. We thank our service people everywhere for their contributions and sacrifices.
Does it go up on or just glued flat?
What's that? I put it up on foam squares.
Okay.
We had a little tiny, we're only a little tiny staff, so we had a little tiny baby shower for Ashley today. She's due on the 20th, but you know, that baby's acting like that baby wants to come anytime. So she's still right here, but we had a little baby shower with cake. I didn't know if Ashley liked, I know Brittany's a vanilla girl. She doesn't like chocolate. How she could not like chocolate is just beyond me, but she doesn't like chocolate. I didn't know what Ashley's preference was, so I bought a vanilla cake. We took a piece into Bob, who I've already told you guys is like the biggest sweet tooth in the world, and he said, "Oh no, that's too sweet, thank you anyway." That's Bob speak for it's not chocolate. Little tiny staff, little tiny baby shower, big cake. I looked at the sheet ice cream cakes and then thought better of it.
Oh, wow.
I did. I have to admit it. I did look at. Now that looks pretty cute, given the fact that I messed it up. That looks pretty cute. Okay, let me get some best glue ever here. You got best glue ever tonight, Susan?
Yes, I've done my bow. I've just
Okay.
lost my U thing and most likely thrown it in the garbage. Oh no, it's stuck to me. There we go.
She found her U sentiment in her lap.
Yeah,
Yes.
those waiting to go
Okay.
pale.
All right, I'm going to put a little bit of best glue ever on here. Little stripes are better than dots or globs, just little stripes of best glue ever. So it will dry sometime tonight, sometime in the current century. So it looks like that. Okay, I'm going to set that aside and hopefully not throw everything on it, although I most likely will. I'm going to go ahead and put my topper down with some tape.
Say hello to Sue. She's from Spotsylvania, Virginia, and she says that she's late because she can't find the times that we will be on.
Oh,
She enjoys your card making.
we are Pacific time, so we will always be, I think, 3 hours earlier than you, Ms. Sparks. I'm with you, Joyce. If it's chocolate, it's good. I got a kick out of that, though. Oh, no, that's too sweet. Vanilla. Because he is a sweetaholic, I'm telling you. Every day he has either a milkshake or chocolate milk or a cookie or an ice cream, but there is always chocolate of some sort in Bob's diet, and yet vanilla cake was just too sweet.
He was very nice about it.
Oh yeah, of course. He's nice about everything. He's a good old fella. Yeah, we get along well. He's a character, though. Well, you're way ahead of me, Betty. I haven't even made most of mine, although I did get Elsie's in the mail. I was mailing something to Elsie, so Elsie's went in the mail, but I haven't made everybody else's yet. Soon.
My mom and I are getting together to do them together.
Oh, that'll be fun for you.
And that way,
That'll be fun.
she said, I don't know. It takes me forever to make one card. It might take me really forever. So I'll do some extra ahead of time cutting and try and get something set up so that make it easier for her.
Okay, I still need my bow on. You can kind of see what's going to happen. I changed my design a little bit. I'll show you the original and the new one. In fact, I'll just kind of lightly stick it here just so you can see where it's going to go on my redesign. I made a boo-boo card. And here's the original. They're both cute. Both cute. Just centered a little bit more stuff up to the top to cover up my cut line. I'm going to take this back off and let this dry before I stick it down. I just want you to see it. So that's one down. We'll put that bow on there and show you again when it's dry completely. All right. Let's do this one next because we need to be able to see where our card
Can you see
lays out. Can you see the
Can you
TV
see
okay?
the TV, or is this blocking your way?
No, I can
Okay.
see there and I look over
Okay.
there.
Okay,
perfect.
good.
I just noticed we're looking that way, so I just want to
Yeah.
make sure it wasn't in your way. Okay.
Sometimes
Okay.
I forget that she's there as well.
Okay. We're going to make our easel card by just taking the front flap of our card, folding it down to the fold line, line it up good, and just crease it. And we now have an easel card. I like to cover mine in 2 pieces because everything just folds better that way. So I'm going to cover the first flap, cut it off, cover the second flap.
The first flap is the bottom one.
Yes. Rub my tape down, peel it off. I think Glenn is an average person, don't you think so, Margie?
I think so.
Yeah, I think she actually uses an awful lot of her cards as she goes. She's very active with her church group, and she's very, very wonderful about sharing her sentiments. I know I've gotten a couple from her. That's where I base it from, Margie's comments and the fact that I've gotten a couple of cards from her over time leads me to believe she uses quite a few of them. A little spot of something on there. I gotta polish up my mirror board.
No, she does not have a stash of cards, Kathy girl.
I do.
She makes as she goes. She does it with intention for the specific person that she wants to make them for.
I just do it for some bored. Fed up with television.
And it's fun.
Yes, good reason.
Okay, so I've covered my first half, my first flap.
Oh, you've cut it as well
Yes,
with scissors.
yes.
Make sure you don't cut through the
And then I'm going to line up my first flap with my second flap. And I find that usually it will go on better if I use the edge I just cut because I can get a really clean line there. So I'm going to put some tape on my top line. And now I'm going to just fit that right against the one I just did. I'm not paying really any attention to where the fold line is because I cut the other one on the fold line. So now I'm just going to butt it right up against that first cut and now trim around it. Okay, so I've got my silver on. Now I'm going to...
What about that one? Trim that one.
Yeah, across the top?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, Now I'm going to cut my cardstock. I know that my base is 6 by 6, so I'm going to go with 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. That didn't work. What am I doing to myself tonight? This is not a 6 inches. This is a 7-inch card. Remember how I said we always measure? It's a 7-inch card. Well, holy cow.
I gave you the wrong one. Did I give you the wrong one?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. I think I just screwed up. Okay, well, I guess I'll be seaming these up again. My goodness, guys, see what happens when I start in such a rush? I got no better excuse for it. That's just all I've got. Okay, well, let me see here. What can I do? I'm going to do some paper piecing again.
So what should it be?
I could switch. Let me see if I could switch this.
Instead of 7, it should be.
It should be 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. Do not cut that paper yet, guys.
Sure.
Yeah, you cut yours to 6 3/4
Which
by
one?
6 3/4.
This one.
No, I'm using this one. Ignore what I'm doing because I'm trying to repair my. That's the one.
Okay, I'm confused. I'm confused.
Well, I know you're confused because I'm confused. Okay. Oh, I have to fix my card. All right. I'm going to put this down here.
I don't feel so bad then because I make so many.
Oh, yeah, I make my share of mistakes. I'm making even more than normal tonight. Okay, let's see.
She said one time since the time change that it will fix itself as the week moves on. I hope so because Emma's waking up at 6:30 every morning. I know that it will.
That's not.
Well, Dennis refused to change the clock in the kitchen because I've got the microwave and the stove, and he said it'll be all right in 6 months.
Okay.
Say hello to Lenny.
I guess I need a 1-inch strip off of here. Say hello to who?
Lenny?
Hi, Lenny. Oh, you're just in time to see me really screw up, friend.
And that says just put the blindfold back on.
Just do what?
Put the blindfold back on.
At least I'd have an excuse, right? All right. I'm just going to piece this back together, guys, because that's all I can do, because it's a big card. I could totally cheat and go get a new kit, but I'm not going to do that because I wouldn't want you to do that. We'll just fix it. We'll just fix it. So, Lenny, what I did is I thought my card was a 6 by 6. And how many times have you guys heard me preach? Measure your card first. How many times have you heard me say that?
Hundreds.
Hundreds of times. So what did I do? I did not measure my card, and I did not realize that it was a 7 by 7. And I cut it to be a 6 by 6. Now, one of the things I could do, but I don't think my topper would fit. One of the things I would normally contemplate doing would be to cut my card down. I did better with it on. Thanks for that show of support there, Annette.
I was not reading that one out loud.
We were all thinking it.
Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. All right, so I pieced that back. I'm going to piece this piece back on, and then I'm going to recut my card. That's what I'm going to do, all right? You know what I'll probably do? That's actually not a bad idea. What I might do is I'm going to piece this back in, and then I'm going to put this piece, this one with all the pieces. I think I might put it on the front of my card as opposed to being more exposed on the back. You know what I mean? On the back of my card, you'll be able to see all the seams. But if I put it under here, where I have all the seams here on this one piece, if I put it on the front, then it's going to be largely covered up by the lamb. We'll see. Yes. Merry Christmas to you. And you and you. Did I ever tell you guys about the contest they did at the bank? Where the winner, quote unquote, of the contest, the senior manager at the bank, I was was an executive with the bank before I decided to stay home and spend more time with my kids. But they did a fundraiser one time for, I think it was United Way, but I'm not certain. It was one of the many fundraisers we did. And this particular fundraiser was that every senior manager got a jar, a contributions jar in their department. Anybody anywhere in the bank could make donations to other jars in other departments. And the senior manager who had the most money at the end of the contest had to kiss a pig.
Oh.
Really?
Well,
Now, we're not talking about a cute little baby piglet. We're talking a big old sow right from the farm.
Oh, yummy.
Yes. So it didn't take the employees at the bank very long to realize all they had to do to get my goat was to come by my office and go. They'd come by and snort, and I'd take a $20 bill out of my purse and run up and put it in another senior manager's jar. There was one particular senior manager that I wanted to have to kiss a pig. I thought he deserved it. I won't tell you who it was, but because, you know, we still live in the same community. But every time people would walk by my office and go, I grabbed money and went and shoved it in his jar, you know, at the end of the contest. And people would tell me, Debbie, I just put $10 in your jar. I'd grab whatever I had and run up and stuff it in this jar again. Mr. R, we'll just call him Mr. R. I'd run up and shove money in Mr. R's jar over and over and over again throughout that contest. When the contest was over, you want to guess who won? Mr. R. I'll bet I had $200 personally in his jar, whatever cash I had throughout the weeks that contest went in his jar.
And that said, you have to kiss it.
He did. And you know, he was really good-spirited about it. He really was. He brought a pig nose mask and he put it on. And then he went out and they had this sow in the back of a truck, in the back of a pickup. She was right from the farm. She was covered with mud. She had snotty nose and slobber all over her face, and he planted one right on the end of her snout. I would have had more trouble doing it. He just cheerfully got the job done.
If a pig shows up here, people, you will not see me on just making this very clear right now, guys.
Oh, I just really, I was game for most everything they asked me to do. That one, I tried to say no. And then my conscience it was for charity. My conscience would not let me back out. But I'll tell you, that was a big, ugly sow. And it was all I could do not to take a second mortgage on the house. But Mr. R won. And like I said, he was actually pretty charitable about it. I did tell him after the contest was over, who may have fed a lot of money to his jar.
Charmin she may have her cards on the back burner for a little while because she's going to a cardiologist due to the doctor putting her on an EKG.
Oh.
Okay, this guy's tape things on. Tape flags.
Yep, put some tape flags on her. I have my card cut to the right sides now. I'm leaving a little border all the way around it, including at the center margin.
Only gets stuck to the bottom half, does it?
It gets stuck. Well, yes, I just do this for now. Then we're going to come up here and we're going to cut another piece to go on this top part. And we're going to cut it right, hopefully, because...
I'm a bit confused. Does it go right against that edge, or do you leave a border?
No, leave a little space.
Okay.
And then leave a little space at the bottom to cut it to your each side. Now that we know that this is 7-inch card, we're going to fold it, and each side is 3.5 inches. So you're going to cut it to 3.25 inches wide.
Okay.
Right? You want a little space around it, so 3.25 inch wide for each of the panels.
So this is 6 3/4. So I need it to 3.
3.25.
Yeah.
3.25 inches for the first panel, 3.25 inches for the second panel. Now I am going to leave the panel at the top. I'm going to cut it so that I'm using mostly black and leave this part because I need this part for this card. So this is going to be mostly black when I cut this off. And I have a 3.25 inch panel here. Now I'm going to show you this because, we might as well make it, if I'm going to screw something up, we might as well make it a teaching moment, right?
You really did it on purpose.
No, I would love to say I did it on purpose. I did not do it on purpose, but it does reinforce my rule. We always measure our cards, doesn't it?
And the black goes to the bottom.
Yes. Put the pattern. Well, actually, it can go either way. It can go either way. I should have put the pattern to the bottom if I'd have been thinking, but I didn't.
So it goes to the bottom. Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I would have liked to have the pattern to the bottom. Maybe I still can't because I used craft style tape. I'm going to change this, guys. It's still, I used craft style tape, so it allows me to move it. I'm going to put my pattern at the bottom because that's what I intended to do. I wanted my pattern at the bottom to show under the topper. And if I put my pattern to the bottom, then this seam that's at the top here isn't going to show as much. See my repair there? It actually looks pretty good because I butted it up really close, but the pattern should be at the bottom. Boy, I hope you're not working right along with me tonight, because if you're working along with me tonight, I'm screwing you up left and right. Is anybody working with me tonight? I should have asked it right up front. Susan's staying to watch what I do wrong before she cuts her paper.
Anymore.
She's not jumping ahead tonight. She says,
No.
Debbie's crazy tonight, so I'm going to stay back a little bit until she decides what it is she really wants to do.
Okay, I've run out of
There we go. There we go. Oh, I have more.
when I need to.
Let's try to do that again.
Okay, pass it along. Thank you.
All right. So here's my card base. And it actually doesn't look as bad as it could. Really. Okay. There we go. Turn that around. All right. Well, we got it on the paper. When I put this big old topper on top, it's going to cover a multitude of sins here. So let's pop out this great big topper. Wow. Twin, listen to me. I'm listening now, Roberta. I'm with you, lady. Okay, this isn't going to look too bad, all things considered. As disastrous as my cut was there, it's not going to look too bad. Boy, this is a... Sometimes I do one of these and I think, oh, I should take that down. But I'm not going to, because I think it's good that people know that we all make mistakes and we got to just fix them when we make mistakes. And there's a number of ways you could do it. I could have...
teaching them so many today.
And I'm teaching you so many today. I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you.
We appreciate it, Debbie.
Brittany, you are so supportive of me.
Oh boy.
So did you take 2 off or 1?
I took 1 off at this point, but 2 of them are getting glued down flush, so it doesn't matter. I took the outside ring off and I'm going to glue this down flush to my card. I have this, what I have, no, not to the card, to the cardstock.
Yeah,
I have my 8-inch piece of cardstock here and I'm going to glue this ring right to my cardstock.
And that wants to make sure that you caught that. She says you just have to turn it around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Choice Candy said, "Thank you, Debbie." Oh, yeah, I'm here for you, Joyce. Never doubt it, guys. I'm here for you. All right, I'm going to put this ring down there too. And I'm just going to glue this down flush also. I couldn't just turn it completely around though, because my fold line for my easel would have been on the wrong side. Because I got this fold line in the back too. Otherwise I could have just turned it around, but I needed to pay attention to where my back fold line was also. Okay, let's put this little U up on some foam squares.
Lenny says that she is perfected being a human.
Yeah, I think I have too. I am all human, Lenny. I think so. And tonight I am proving it. I am proving it big time, ladies. Oh, it's still actually, surprisingly, it's going to come out looking really cute. So don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. That's what Bryce has taught me, living with him. He just get too wound out about things. He said, don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff, Debbie. Okay. Here we go. Didn't get that as straight as I wanted either. I do love the fact that the foam squares are pretty forgiving and let you peel it up and put it back a number of times. Okay, so I've built my topper on here. And I'm just going to cut around it. Now the reason I'm building it up on here is because those rings would be, you know, the split pieces just get all wobbly if they're hanging up there by themselves. And I kind of like it to be nice and firm and stationary when I go to put it all together. So backing it with cardstock is a good way to get it to feel more solid. Okay. And now once we get it to this point, we're going to glue it down, but we're only going to put glue on 1/2 of our design. We only want the glue to go just to the halfway mark.
It's the bottom half.
Leanie says she likes the cardstock idea.
Okay. It's still a little low. What's that?
Just quickly, Leanie said that she liked the cardstock idea.
Oh, good. I'm glad that's helpful to you. Okay, there we go. I like that better. Okay, the design starts a good 1/2 inch up, which is why I wanted this patterned part on this end. So their design starts about 1/2 inch up. I see a little bit of glue line there. I'm gonna take care of the baby wipe. Let's get rid of the extra little glue that's showing. I can do that because
You have the technology.
this Adorable Scorable has that plastic film over it, which is what keeps it from cracking and butterflying when it's cut. There we go. There's my little lamb. We're going to put this with, I'm going to put a little snowflake at the bottom. I'm going to put a little snowflake at the top.
On foam?
Yeah. I think I'll go this way because if I put the snowflake over the seam, it's going to draw more attention to the seam. And I don't want that. So I'm going to put them here on these sides. Then we'll work on the inside. If you have inserts, this is the time to put your insert down in the center.
Okay, what happened to the other one? We'd have two. Oh, there he is. Don't panic. I would like inserts. Can I buy some?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have inserts for you. So you might not want to finish off the inside of this one or the other one until you get your inserts.
Okay.
You'll look at what to do, but they look so much prettier inside if you have the insert down before you put the other pieces inside.
And I need some tape.
And some tape.
Yes, I'm making pizza.
We can do that. Okay, so we have the outside done. Now, if you have insert paper, right now is when you put that down. And this is what it will look like if you put that insert paper on the inside, which is just too cute. Then we're going to use our Have a Warm and Fuzzy Christmas. And we're going to put that up on some foam squares because that will act as a stopper for our card and let us see that really cute little sheep on the inside. If you do not have the inserts, you can go ahead and insert it now by just putting this little Have a Warm and Fuzzy Christmas on the inside.
Okay. Two.
Now, if they don't have the insert, is there an edger that you could put in it? Like, you could take a edge piece off of your side, right, and put it in there with your...
Sure. Sure. You can use this as your stopper, but you could also, once we've finished with the rest of our kit and you know what you have left, then you could use a leftover piece to create a bar stopper if you wanted to. Wow. So you can kind of see my repairs, but it's not too bad. If you know they're there, you'll see them, but it's not too bad. And I just want to remind you what it looks like if you do put the insert in it. It's just cute as all get out if you got that little fuzzy lamb down there on the inside. Okay, let's do our other topper card. Clean up some of my mess here. My little foam squares everywhere.
Is that me?
No, it's the office foam.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's get our okay, now we have our easel card to do. And when we do our easel card, you're going to kind of pre-score it to get your folds. And if you remember what I mean by pre-scoring is you're just kind of using your fingers to create a little crease there until you get everything creased. And then you can push it down and get nice folds. But pre-crease it just a little bit with your fingers so that you don't get any funny creases in your card. And this is what our card blank is going to look like. Okay. All right. If you have inserts to use.
I'm going to interrupt you for just
Sure.
a second. Leanie said I mailed out 61 cards yesterday for Cards for Kindness with Hunkydory I bought from you, Debbie. I just wanted you to know.
Oh, how nice. I love that, Lenny. Thank you for sharing. Leanie.
Yeah.
Leanie.
Like, and she made a joke earlier.
Oh.
It sounds like a knee injury.
Oh, Leanie. Okay. Thank you, Leanie, for correcting me. I appreciate that. Okay. So if you have your inserts, you can go ahead and put your insert in almost first here, guys. And then we'll start working on our topper. Okay. We are going to have 3 of our beautiful pieces of foil and a 4th piece right across here. Or excuse me, 2 pieces. We're going to have 2 pieces here and here and another one here. So let's go ahead and measure these spaces. Okay, so they've got, it's going to be 4.5 inches long for each of these insets and 1 1/4 inches wide. 4.5 by 1 1/4. So I want,
Should I do it all along that edge?
yeah, the long edge, the longest edge is the one we're going to use in the front of your card. So you're going to be cutting off of these edges. Yes, you'll be cutting off of these edges for the 4-inch strips, 4.5-inch strips. And the long piece you have across the top is going to go on the very front of your card because this one has to be longer.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay. So this strip right here is going to be 1 1/4 inches wide. By 4.5 inches long.
Diane says she has almost 100 cards made and we're doing a local nursing home for Christmas.
Oh.
4.5, sorry.
4.5 by 1 1/4 inches.
Joyce said, good night and take care.
Okay. That 1 1/4, I think I'd make it just an extra little bit wide.
Oh,
It's going to be fine, but if you can still make it extra wide, make it just a little extra wide, because mine's going to show just a tad. I don't care. It's going to be fine, but it might show just a tad. So I'm going to put these 2 inserts in here. Sometimes I think the easiest way to get these on is just to lay your card out flat, or as flat as you can, and then just put these pieces in. Let me do this side so you can see what I'm doing. I like, for whatever reason, I like the foil to the outside, and I'm going to cut my strips so that they have foil showing on the outside. So I'm going to slip this little piece right in here. I'm going to hold it with my finger and push it clear to the outside and line up with my outside edge. If I have any extra length, and I have just a tiny bit, I'm going to trim that off. Now, I'm going to want a piece of this to go in the middle. I have plenty to work with this piece of paper. So I'm going to trim off this extra little bit of foiling I have here. And then I'm going to cut this piece to fit right here in the middle. Okay, the measure of that middle piece. Don't worry that it doesn't go clear to the bottom because we're going to cover it up anyway. This is going to be about 3 1/8 wide. We're cutting a piece for the center of our card.
3 1/8.
3 1/8. And that fits really nicely right there on our center panel. Don't worry that it doesn't go clear to the bottom.
Sorry.
Hi, Thelma. Good to see you, friend. Okay.
And how long?
As long as your paper is.
Okay. Good answer.
And I'm going to put this right here, holding it with my fingertips and getting it centered right there on that panel. If I have any, I want it to go clear to the top, and I want it centered on that panel. So you can just use your fingers on both sides to kind of guide that into place. And it's pretty easy to put that on there. What's that?
Up to where? Up to here?
Yeah, you're going to this down.
Oh, okay.
glue it from here down.
Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, now I'm going to take this strip right here, and I want the silvery part off of here, so I'm going to cut some off the edge so that silver will show. And then I'm going to cut my 1 and, what did we say? It was supposed to be 1 1/4. Yeah, it's actually about 1 3/8. So let's cut that to 1 3/8. Get a little lighter piece than I did last time. And I'm going to put this one with all the sparkles, because I trimmed it off so that I could get the sparkly part on my card. And I'm going to put this on the other pillar coming up. Wow. I'm aggravated that that I made such a mess of that last, of walking you through that last card, because that was actually a really easy card to make if I hadn't measured it wrong. So I don't want you guys to think that was a that was a hard card to make. It just was messed up because I assumed it was 6 inches and it was 7. So don't be afraid to make that last card. Just cut your piece to 6 3/4, not 5 3/4 like I did, and it will be very easy. So just do it right, guys. Do it right and you'll be fine.
Leanie says good night.
Good night, Leanie.
Stephanie just said hello.
Hello, Stephanie. I didn't cut the length on this one. This is supposed to be 4 1/2. This time I got it a little wide. I can't seem to measure for the life of me tonight. I'm just trimming it off. There we go. It's still looking good. Okay. Okay, we got the front and the 2 pillars done on this one now. We're going to take this longer piece that we had left, and we're going to cover this front part of our card right here. I like the silvery part to show, so I would start here. I'm just going to trim around it. Rather than trying to measure it and piece it in, I'm just going to put it down on here and trim around it. I do better that way.
What do you do about that bit?
I'll trim it off.
Thank you. What's a question?
Okay, put this little piece here across the front, and I'm going to trim this off. There we go. That's looking pretty. There we go. Let's assemble our sheep on our other piece of small cardstock Brittany gave us in our kits. So we're going to pull this one and we're going to pop it out with all its rings. Now you could make a shaker or something out of this little one if you wanted to. Okay, and we're going to get Season's Bleatings. And we have another star up there. Oh, remember when I said I was going to try and keep my bow from sticking to everything else? Guess what was on the back of my sheet? Let's stick this bow on here. There we go. And that turned out really cute. Merry Christmas to you. Boy. All right. Now we're also going to use this little snowflake we had left. On the inside, we actually have two of them. We could use this other little snowflake somewhere else if we want to. And then we have this border piece. So let's get our little piece of working card out here. I'm going to take the outside ring and the ring with the little black line in it, and I'm going to glue those down flush to my card. Thank you, Mary R. Okay, I've got those glued down. I'm going to put some foam squares on the back of this one. Okay, we'll pop these off. Okay. And we'll put him right in the middle there. Take our scissors and cut him out. Hi, Dennis.
Hi.
Susan's husband Dennis is here, guys. Say hi to Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Okay. We're going to take this and I'm going to put this on so that it's just barely above the top of my card. And then I'll have these two little corners that still show, but I'm going to put it on so it's just barely above the top of my card. I could put it on with foam squares, or I could put it on without. It doesn't really matter. Just barely above the top. Don't want it too far up there, because if I go too far up, it's not going to fit my envelope. But if I go just barely above, see there, the bottom comes slightly over that anyway, so it'll still fit my envelope well. There's my face of my card. Now all we have left to do is the center. And in the center, if you have some shaker tape, this is a really good job for shaker tape. If you don't have some, you can certainly use your foam squares to do it. But I do like to put my stoppers up on shaker tape because it stands up higher and catches better. Say hi to Lauren. Lauren just came in.
Hi, Lauren. Oh, she didn't say anything.
Say hello, Lauren.
Hello. Hello.
There we go. And we're going to put our stopper. The further back you put your stopper, the more straight up and down your card will stand. I liked when I put my insert in, I wanted to show that pretty insert paper in the front. So I put my stopper right across the top of that pattern so that it would still show that pretty insert paper in the front. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and peel my tape, and then I will pop it into place. I like using shaker tape when it comes to the construction of my cards too, because it's very fast. And so we've got our stopper in place for our easel. I'm going to put my little snowflake right in front of my stopper. So we'll put that down. I glued that flush since my stopper's already up on foam squares. Right about middle. And then I'm going to put my Seasons Bleatings up on some foam tape or squares and put it up here at the top. And because that's uneven there, I'm going to stack two foam squares on top of each other on the outer ring. And I'm just going to use one layer of foam squares on the inside ring when I put this saying over the top, and that way it'll lay flat because the outer ring is lower. So I'll put 2 rows there. There are Seasons Bleatings in there, preferably straight. And there we go. There's our Seasons Bleatings card then. These look so impressive, but these easel the center step easel cards. They call them the outer dimension cards from Craft Style. They're really pretty simple to put together if you just piece them in. And you can use in many cases, you can use the pieces that you have left over to pop those in. So there's that one. We have finished that with and without the insert paper. Insert paper just adds so much, guys. But they didn't put the insert paper in the kits because we would have to break up full inserts packs for, just a few cards out of the kits. So we opted not to include them. But I know a lot of you have them already. So this one's done. We made this one, and I had my little redesign because I cut it short there. But it looks pretty cute anyway, doesn't it? You can put the bow at the top of the tag or at the bottom of the tag, and it worked out well anyway. So that was cute. And finally, we have our easel card. It's just super cute with the insert paper in it. Margie was saying grab one of your leftovers to think about putting a line stopper if you wanted. Well, you have this one that would cover a portion of that, or if you wanted to bring it out like from here, that'd actually look pretty cute. Or you also have this big piece that we had left that you could use as an insert if you wanted to. So whatever you choose to do, I kind of like it with the tag, but it could be any which way you want to go. And there's with and without the insert paper in it. I hope I didn't mess anybody up too much with my wrong dimensions there, but if I did, call me, I'll send you a kit. If I didn't, then that's good. I don't want to mess you up, but if I did mess you up, you can call me and I'll send you a new topper set out. And that is it for our season's bleatings. We did a good job of using everything up. You did have one really nice piece of card left that you can make something else out of. In fact, you had two nice pieces of card that you could make something else out of. So think about using those. Mine will go in my Emma pile. There's always stuff for the Emma pile. And let's take a look at what we have coming up. Okay. This Saturday, we're going to do one of my favorites. I just love these Santa and reindeer cards we have coming up. They're so pretty. What do you guys think about doing a family activity using I'll walk through it with you and then you'll have supplies to do it with your family using Model Magic clay. We'll do some fun little designs in Model Magic, make some little ornaments and things, and then you can share those designs with your family. And I thought that might be really fun. So I think that's what we're going to, that might be one of my next projects up that you haven't seen yet. Okay, this is the Christmas Eve. Sharma wants Emma for her piles of stuff. Yeah, I'll bet you were up late with the storms last night, Betty. That was scary. These are the cards we'll be making. You'll be able to see me try an easel again. I promise it's easier than I made it this time. But this is just a really cute little easel card we'll be making on Saturday. I love this one. I've said that before. It's just such a gentle scene of Santa and the reindeer. I love this one. And they're up on the rooftop. If you look, there's a roof pitch there under them, and they're having that touching little moment. There's a really cute little Santa over the presents. Here's a really cute little reindeer with sleigh bells in behind the reindeer. So cute. And then we have a snowy shaker scene for Saturday. So we are going to get 5 cards from our Christmas Eve, and we'll be doing this on Saturday. So this is what's coming up on Saturday. And the next Thursday, we have the bunnies. And the Saturday after that, we're doing the ornaments. The ornaments are now sold out. However, we do have one or two now of our poinsettia kits left, I think. So if you're thinking you might want to do the poinsettias and you haven't gotten that yet, get your poinsettia kit because it's almost sold out. That's what I have for you tonight. Do you guys have any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom for me?
I don't really want to ask that question right about now.
You wouldn't trust the answer very far. Ooh, that sounds fun, Betty. A surprise in every card. All right. We will see you guys on Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific. That's 5 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll build some more cards. And hopefully I will be a little better focused and I will measure properly. We can hope. But yeah, we'll give it a shot. And if you didn't hit that like button yet, hit it for the blindfold challenge, if no other reason.
I think that most people had already put thumbs up at the very beginning. As we were going, people were saying thumbs up.
How do I get the card kits? Excellent question, Danielle. Here's what you do. Go to simplyspecialcrafts.com. Simplyspecialcrafts.com is our website. And at the very top of the website, you'll see Brit's Bargains. The next category down on the left is live stream card kits. And you can look and see what card kits are available right there by clicking on the button that says live stream card kits. And all of our card kits, Danielle, are very reasonably priced. I think everybody here will tell you it's a great deal. You know, if you're not buying the whole luxury set, it's a great deal to get the individual card kits because I'm going to send you everything you need to work on your cards. So, for example, this kit here, I don't know exactly how much this is. Can you see, Margie?
Sure.
I think it's about... I don't know, actually. I hate to even speculate. If you're going to look, I'm not even going to speculate. Our cards tend to run $2 to $3 per card. Try getting that at Hallmark. And your cards are going to be even more beautiful than a Hallmark card with that special personal touch to them.
$10.99.
It's how much?
$10.99.
$10.99 for 5 cards for this kit for Saturday. And the only thing you're going to have to bring to the show is your adhesive and your scissors and your trimmer. That's it. Those things that you use over and over and over again, you'll have those on your own. But otherwise, you get everything else in the kit. You're getting your card blanks. You're getting your mirror board. You're getting your ribbons where we're using them. We're making a shaker card, so I'm giving you a roll of shaker tape and acetate and glitter. and ribbon.
And these
It's-
are created based out of your kits, so we personally make them here for.
Yes, we make these kits up in-house. We love Hunkydory. Yes, and I assumed that since that went to your family, that you guys would arrange to get that box sent over to you. But yeah, you and I could definitely talk about that. So it's a heck of a deal, and I think you'd enjoy it. We have some great kits available for these and past videos. So definitely we can do that. Okay, but we'll chat. Okay. All right. Unless there's any other question, comment, or pearl of wisdom, we are going to say good night, Gracie, and I will see you on Saturday.